So in honor of Cinco de Mayo, I'm using avocados to bake some brownies tonight. My first avocado is a little bit sketchy. Avocados are just tricky. Yeah, this one's a little bit sketchy too. So what I'm gonna do is kind of muddle the two together.
And you needed just about one avocado?
Yeah, you're only supposed to need one. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll just make a double batch. Yeah, that don't look right. I've never had an avocado look like that. We're just not very good at using avocados. Now sometimes, see that? You get that little belly button in the avocado. I don't want to eat that.
Oh, neither do I.
So,
pick around the bad stuff, huh?
so we're gonna have a lot of avocado brownies. My friends get nervous when I wave the knife around and talk with my hands.
Me too. Hashtag. That one's past its prime as well, huh?
Yeah, they both are a little bit.
Not quite the Walmart meat truck, but...
That's probably half an avocado.
So we'll do a batch and a half.
I guess. Oh, that's a lot of math. Oh.
Yeah, times 1.5.
Gosh.
325. Look at Maddie waiting patiently for her brownies.
All right, so we're gonna make this creamy first because in your brownies, nobody wants a chunk of avocado. That just seems terrible. So I'm gonna do 3/4 of a cup of cocoa powder.
Oh yeah.
All right, so this recipe calls for coconut sugar, which I don't have because COVID, and who has coconut sugar? It's weird. So it says you can use brown sugar. Notice how I'm measuring this. So whenever you use brown sugar, you want to pack it into the measuring cup. See how I'm putting my cup in the bag, and then I push it with my hand on the outside so no germs get in my, you know, and this is a time of watching out for germs. 1.5 cups of brown sugar. And this recipe also calls for almond butter, which I also don't have. So we're just gonna use peanut butter. Peanut butter has a lot more sugar in it than almond butter. And so I should have probably gone a little bit less on my brown sugar, but you know.
Hindsight's always 20/20.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah, let's just take a peek in there.
I'm not a fan of how messy this is. Mr. Carpenter would not be thrilled.
No.
He'd be twitching. All right, so I'm using about a 1/2 cup of peanut butter, maybe a little bit more, maybe 3/4 of a cup. All right, you should probably measure. I hate measuring peanut butter because it's just a disaster.
Maybe you can measure peanut butter the same way you do garlic.
With your heart?
With your heart.
Measure with your heart.
Yeah, it is very smooth.
Yeah. So I stopped and scraped it down a few times. I'm going to add a 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Oop, that's more like 2. It's okay. Some is good, more is better. Now we need something to make this fluffy, okay? Even though they're fudgy, we do want them to fluff up a little bit. I'm going to put in 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. 1.5. Okay, and then it says just a little bit of salt. Little bit of salt. I'm going to use that much. Okay? Nobody wants a salty brownie.
Nope.
We're not making guacamole, we're making brownies. So while this was going around and around, I did a quick little station cleanup. And really, it's super creamy. You got to get that avocado creamed up right from the get-go. You don't want to throw everything in. Do the avocado first, then everything else. And you'll notice there's no flour in this. Gluten-free, friends. All right. And the last thing we're going to do, this calls for a dark chocolate. I don't have any of that. So I'm just going to throw in some semi-sweet chocolate chips. It's gonna add to the fudginess of these delicious brownies. I won't do it very long because I don't want them crumbles. That long. Boom, stirred in, mostly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spread this into my pan. If you wanted some texture, you could add chunky peanut butter. I bet that would be good. If you're the kind of person that likes to have some crunch in their brownies. Get spread around. And this goes in the oven for 40 minutes. But because I made mine thicker, because it's a batch and a half, I might have to do a little bit longer to make sure that they're on.
That's a toothpick test?
No, because they're super fudgy in the middle. See how my parchment paper is like, it's gonna act like handles so I can lift this out. You want this to cool completely before you eat it. If you don't, you'll be able to taste some avocado. So apparently when they're warm, you can taste that there's avocado in there, but once you let them cool, you get nothing but delicious fudgy brownie with no flour, okay?
So moral of the story is don't make these when you're hungry.
Right, yeah, you need to give them time to just cool off. So,
Yeah.
All right, so we'll scrape the rest of this out, get these in the oven, and be back when they're done.